Yes guys, bit of a different video today. I think I ain't got the time for it, man. I've got so much on, but this here is a complaint out to YouTube PLC. I should really note this down, but nah, not really, and I'm not going to write it down. I'm just going to make a video and upload it to YouTube. Now basically I wanted to say my experiences of YouTube since I would say 2015. I realized the world was sort of surrounding me. A lot of people were acting aggressively. I didn't want to come out my home, and it's pretty hard to survive without YouTube. It's where you get a lot of information from, on your own, without anybody sort of getting in between you and your work, and I remember I was going to and from the gym, and I'd be looking at YouTube, and all what was on my YouTube channel, I realized it was all about every single page, every single click, every single video was all about the Islamic State at the time in Syria, everything. Literally, that was the whole tone of my YouTube plays, with a couple of boxing clips in between, right? And do you know what? I thought everyone in the world hated me at that stage, and I thought, right, if I didn't know any better, this is if I was 18 years old, this would be a video. This would be a perfect YouTube space to sort of indoctrinate someone, just by what's coming up and what's being shown to me, And then I thought deeply about it. I thought to myself, right, if someone like me got that militant, right, in the UK at that time, I said to myself, right, Mark, the whole world hates you. Do you know what? If you do that, there's a load of Muslims that will hate you too. You don't want that, right? That's what I said at the time in 2015. I started to click not interested or offensive and stuff like that, just to get it off of the algorithm or whatever, look at something else, continue to throw that type of information at me. Yeah, and I just didn't want any part of it, because I didn't want any trouble at the time, and I didn't think it was fair and right just to be, my life hasn't worked in the Western world, so let me just switch things around and whatever else and go against everything I was born and brought up to believe and whatever, growing up in England, So I decided, nah, I'm not going to go on this sort of hate Western and hate white sort of rhetoric or whatever, just because loads of white people in Northampton were chasing me around, so it seemed. I thought, nah, I'm not going to make this about race or anything or culture and whatever, and I just come away from it. I came away from it, and since then, my YouTube has just been pretty much infected with information that's kind of intimidatory, or about me in a roundabout way, or sort of kind of threatening, and just kind of it's an intranet instead of a World Wide Web thing. And literally say for example, I was looking for documentaries on Ho Chi Minh or whatever, and there's only 2 documentaries in the whole of YouTube that are over half an hour late. Half an hour in length. I couldn't find anything more than that, and literally my YouTube is just basically just pretty much controlled, and I'm not allowed to see certain type of information that other people are seeing. I haven't got as much I haven't got what everyone else has got in terms of the information they can get hold of. It's pretty much controlled. When I put out videos, literally, I know a lot more people do see it, and maybe it may gas me up and just sort of overinflate my ego, but I literally put out videos and I only see 5 views, 2 views, or I think the most I've ever had is 50 views, when obviously I know it's a lot more than that. I can tell from public reaction, but yeah, my YouTube count has been completely suppressed. And literally, I don't know who it is that is controlling my YouTube algorithm, but you know, when you're on your own, and literally, like, it's pretty hard to live without YouTube, man, especially as a student or just somebody trying to find information. It's the go-to, unless there's somewhere different. You know, I tried to upload a Rumble account. I was unable. They wouldn't let me upload a Rumble account. So, like, you know, I tried to stick to YouTube. But, yeah, like, my YouTube account is completely, it doesn't matter if I swap accounts either, it's completely rigged. And, like, just coming up with, like, the same sort of rhetoric, the same sort of videos. I keep clicking, like, not interested. I even tried to delete boxing, like, because I like watching boxing YouTube. Like, that, I tried to get that off my YouTube, it wouldn't, you know. And it keeps on coming up repeated, like, with certain types of, like, martial artists or people and stuff like that. And like, literally just literally controlled and not allowing me to get the information that you would be able to get, you know. So yeah, this complaint is out to YouTube. I don't believe I've got, like, a real YouTube account. I don't believe I've got access to the worldly information that your engine provides the rest of the world. It's being completely controlled and suppressed, and I'm not able to get information, just simple bits of information about any type of subjects. So it's made me, like, go a bit more inward in the last few years. It's made me not, like, really look at what's being shown to me, because it's completely controlled, completely contrived, completely controlled. And like, it's just like it's just like preaching hate towards me, I would say, or making me, like, take up, like, positions of, like, where I can literally hate the world. Doesn't matter, like, what religion, what background you are. You leave someone alone, isolate them for long enough, and feed them negative information via video, you know, they're gonna pretty much start to dislike everyone around them in the world. But I said to myself, like, anyone throwing, like extremist stuff at me or whatever, whichever side it comes from, I know it's not for me, you know. And it was no, like, disrespect to anyone, but this is the type of stuff that's been happening with my YouTube account. It's been completely controlled, and there's only certain types of information that's allowed to come out of there, and, like, I can't come off of it. Like, it won't take it off of it, you know. And it comes up with the select same few celebrities or famous, world famous people that you would know, you know, just consistent, on a consistent basis, that are, I'm going to be honest, they are from, like, a Muslim background, or they've converted to Islam or something like that. These guys repeatedly are the only guys that I get to see on my YouTube, which is not a fair reflection of the world, you know, to be fair. And I also, like, I'll get, like, the odd sort of like, videos come up about, like, Judaism or Jewish and stuff like that, and really I just want to read freely, you know. But it's obviously someone's got control of my YouTube, and I don't know who it is. It could be anyone from any background, just trying to create angst and antagonize me, and maybe try and politically program me if I'm thinking on a worldly stage, but also at the same time just trying to, like, control my thoughts and stuff like that, and trying to control what I get access to, or what I see, you know. So I have to be very, very careful right now, man. I'm just, like, I'm not letting too many people try to, like, yeah, no, you can influence anyone. Everyone is under influence, by the way. As soon as you say you're not under influence is when the power of influence is taking precedent, you know. As soon as you say no, as soon as you say no, I'm not listening to you, you are now under the control of the power of influence. So I don't always just close my ears 100%, but at the same time, man, I have to be careful with the information I receive, because there's some bogus shit out there, and, like, from you don't speak to anyone, and the world knows that, and you're just watching YouTube, you can be, like, you can have your mind, like, mapped in a way that, and be told things that are totally conflicting. Like, you know, I watched the YouTube and I read up about a subject, yeah, and about a set of people, and then I've read about it as I've come to uni 2 years later, and it told me completely conflicting information. So much so, I think someone embedded it on my YouTube channel to try and fool me, so that I come out and speak one day and believe that these people were this way when they actually weren't, you know. So yeah, once again, like, this is out to YouTube. I believe like you suppressed my account, censored it, controlled it, and are feeding me with information that isn't in my best interest. So I hope this message reaches you well, and I'd like this to go up to as high a possible place within the YouTube organisation. All right, God bless. Take care. And yeah, I hope this message reaches you well. One.